Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, the ceremony will commence in 5 minutes, starting with the procession of graduands, followed by the academic procession. In respect of this occasion, I ask that you please take your seats and remind you to turn off any electronic devices. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, would you please rise for the procession of graduands and remain standing for the academic procession?
Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. morning. Welcome to the spring convocation of Kwantlen Polytechnic University. We start by honoring our name, which was bestowed upon us by the Kwantlen First Nation, and we welcome you to their traditional territories. We are especially honored to have Kevin Kelly and Michael Gabriel from the Kwantlen First Nation here to provide a blessing to the convocation.
Well, Sam, first of all, I'd like to thank Al and George for always making us feel welcome in your home. I really want to thank, I look behind me and I was thinking this morning coming here, you know, me and my son are very honored to come every day. We totally respect the university. We totally respect the students that are graduating every day. I also want to thank the teachers, the staff that work tireless to get you where you are. But to the students, congratulations from my wife, Stakwasan, Chief Marilyn Gabriel, Hereditary Chief of Kwantlen. This is the land we're on today. I know she'd want me to congratulate each and every one of you for a job well done, your hard work, getting your education. And I'd also like to thank the parents, the grandparents, family members that stood so strongly behind you to get you where you are today. But at the same time, from today on, I wish you a wonderful journey in your life, because today you're going to be starting after you graduate. So with that, we're going to do a song to honor the students, the family, and all my relations.
Oh, 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 Thank you, Michael and Kevin. Thank you so much. Please stay standing for the singing of O Canada, led by Julia Johnston, a student in KPU's music program. Julia.
In all thy Son's command,
Please be seated. I declare Kwantlen Polytechnic University's Convocation in session to honor our 2015 graduates. My name is Alan Davis. I have the honor of serving as KPU's President and Vice Chancellor. Convocation means to call together by summons, and in universities, convocations are called for the conferring of degrees for the recognition of outstanding achievement. So it is today that we call colleagues and friends together to honor KPU's graduates and distinguished awardees of 2015. I'd like to introduce the members of the platform party. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. I'm pleased to introduce KPU's Chancellor, Dr. George Melville. Members of the board present today, Bruce Wendell and Harpreet Bhati. Representatives of KPU's Foundation Board, Jerry Atkinson. And representatives of the KPU Alumni Association, Harpreet Baines and Deborah Wally. Our Distinguished Service Award recipient, Terry Bosch. The Vice Chair of the University Senate, Dr. Jennifer Au, and the members of our faculty who are here today. Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Salvador Ferreras, the University Registrar and Marshal of Convocation, Zena Mitchell, Vice Provost for Students, Dr. Jane Fee, Director of Government and External Relations, Marlene Graziano, the Dean of the School of Business, Wayne Tebb, and the Associate Dean, Dwayne Radcliffe, and other members of the university's administration. We also have with us today the Mayor of White Rock, His Worship, Wayne Baldwin. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in acknowledging the platform party. Chancellor Melville, would you please bring greetings to the convocation?
President Davis, board members, Senate members, graduates, honored guests, family members, faculty, staff, and alumni, welcome to Kwantlen Polytechnic University's Convocation ceremony. I am honored to stand before our graduates and share their special day. Today, along with your friends and family, we celebrate the many accomplishments and successes you have achieved at KPU. I myself have learned many lessons of my own over the years. Through trial and error, from prepared choices to spontaneous decisions, through circumstantial, joyous, and sometimes trying times, I have learned a lot, and I would like to share with you one piece of advice. When opportunity presents itself, seize it. And when you do, bring to it your talents, your ideas, your passions, and your commitment. Opportunities can be daunting and risky, and we have all seen many come and many go. We've all missed opportunities, not realizing their potential, until we see someone else accomplishing what we could have achieved had we only acted. Opportunities are a privilege, not an entitlement, and they should be treated as such. So do not shy away bashfully or ignorantly from something that may change your life. Your education comes from a unique institution, so live your lives and fulfill your dreams as an extension of KPU. Commit yourself to your community. Donate your time and talent to help transform and change your communities for the better. We wish you great happiness, and we wish you great success. Once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. I now invite Aaron Pavon to address the convocation on behalf of the graduates. Aaron, it goes without saying, is a graduate of the School of Business. Aaron.
Yeah. All right, good morning, everyone. Before I begin today's speech, on behalf of all the graduates here today, I want to start by saying thank you. I want to thank every parent and loved one who stood beside us during a difficult semester or a failed exam. I'd like to, had a few of those. I'd like to thank every professor who sacrificed their own personal time to help us when we didn't understand a complex theory or idea. And personally myself, I'd like to thank my classmates for their support, their friendship, and their fresh perspective that they brought to the classroom that challenged my mind every day. The reality is, it is these people, along with numerous others, whose support and encouragement have allowed us to be here today. And for that, I'd like to give them a round of applause. Now, I was asked to speak about my time here at KPU, and while putting together this speech, I ended up with a laundry list of experiences to talk about. And these experiences are probably things that resonate with a lot of students. Things such as experiencing growth from the first day you walk into this campus to today when we decide to graduate. Building trust and leadership skills through the teamwork done in the classroom. And most obviously, overcoming challenges and obstacles, such as your practicum and everybody's favorite class, ENTR 3140. But instead of trying to cram all those experiences here in the couple of minutes I have up here on stage, I thought it would be easier to illustrate the one experience that most impacted my life. What Kwantlen afforded me was opportunity. You see, I came back to Kwantlen to finish my degree after taking a few years off school to work full-time for e-commerce companies and for startups. And on returning back to KPU, I told myself, in some way, shape, or form, I would get involved with the students and at least try to give back. And that opportunity came into fruition through the KPUMA, which is the Kwantlen Polytechnic University Marketing Association, a student club that's run by students for students to connect marketing and business students professionally, mentally, and socially. Not only was I fortunate enough to join the executive team, but over time I was able to become the president of the club, seizing the opportunity of just getting involved. Through industry tours, social outreach, and networking events, we were able to connect with some of the top communicators in Vancouver today. And again, this partnership done by the Association of Integrated Marketers was just an opportunity in itself. You know, a professor once told me, your net worth is equal to your network. So upon hearing about these great opportunities, I decided to jump in on the chance to network with some industry professionals. Through these luncheons, I was able to connect with amazing people, such as the president of AIM, Rob Dawson, and the director of education, Marty Yaskowicz. And in building these type of long-term, actual, real, tangible relationships, I was able to secure an internship with one of the most prestigious and awarded advertising agencies in Canada, which is DDB, in addition to being asked to join the AIM board as an executive member. Again, just seizing the opportunity. And in talking about all these opportunities that have come about, I say all that to say this. I was able to seize these opportunities through the initial spark that KPU offered. I would never network at an event full of industry professionals if I hadn't first networked with a group of students in the classroom. I would have never been able to give this speech in front of this amazing audience without having to practice speaking in front of a group of 20 people. And I would never be able to talk intelligently about marketing without first learning the foundation here at KPU. Kwantlen not only gave me the skills, but it gave me the skills to effectively utilize these opportunities. Now, to end my speech, I don't really have any cliche sayings for you. I'm not going to say this is only the beginning, this isn't the end. I have no quotes from famous authors or leaders. All I can say is this: fail hard, fail fast, learn from your mistakes, and better yet, learn from the mistakes of others. Apply what you've learned here today and continue to learn for the rest of your life. And most importantly, work your butt off to get where you want and be proud of what you've accomplished. Congratulations, everyone. I'll see you tonight at the Alexander. Thank you.
Thanks, Aaron. What was that about the Alexander? I don't get invited anyway. I'm going to a soccer game tonight. I'm going to watch the KPU Eagles, the women's soccer team, play the Cameroon national team in an exhibition game. How great is that? We are now going to certify the graduands. Would the graduands please rise? Mr. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I hereby certify that the graduands here present and those in absentia have met the requirements for the credentials to be presented this day as prescribed by the Senate of Kwantlen Polytechnic University, and I ask that you confer upon them their credentials.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the statutes of the Province of British Columbia, and upon recommendation of the Senate and the Registrar of Kwantlen Polytechnic University, I confer upon you the credential to which you are entitled, and invest you with all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to the credential. In keeping with the tradition of university convocations, please move your tassels from the right to the left side. Congratulations to you all. You may be seated.
We now come to the part that most of you have been waiting for, where we present each of our graduates to the convocation. Alexandra Richmond, a member of the faculty of the School of Business, will present the graduates and will be assisted by the head marshal, Zena Mitchell. Offering congratulations to each of the graduates as they cross the stage will be myself with the presentation of a commemorative medal, Chancellor Melville, the Dean of the school, and each graduate will be presented with an invitation from Harpreet Baines and Deborah Wally on behalf of the KPU Alumni Association. Graduates, we ask you to please return to your seats as directed by the marshals after crossing the stage. We try to keep this orderly, and please stay until everyone has crossed the stage, but vocal encouragement of your favorite graduate is very welcome. This is, after all, a celebration. Alexandra.
We will now recognize the graduates of the School of Business. Joining us to greet the graduates will be the Dean of the School of Business, Wayne Tebb. Graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting, Cooperative Education option, Kuljit Kelly Bhatt. Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting, Cooperative Education option, Sunam Bhatt. Elena Karan. Harsimran Singh Kohli. Alana Lee Malani. Sandeep Kaur Mundi. Sanjog Tapa. Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting, Piyush Agarawa. Navneet Atwal. Amarpreet Kaur Basi. Jasmine Bassi. Kathleen Ann Balin. Logan Matthew Burns. Manvir Chahal. Esther Yun Fan Chen. Michael Chang. We would also like to recognize and thank Michael for his active participation on KPU's Presidential Ambassadors team. Tony Chauhan. Sandeep Dade. Michael Daigle. Aileen Deng. Janelle Terry Ann Drago. Jessica Eng. Hillary Ann Fortin. Taj Singh Gill. Daniel Philip Hope. Michelle Shui Huang. Mohit Jain. Shaz Javani. Safana Juma. Hardeep Kang. Sohib Kader. Mickey Cole. Kenneth Leung. Yi Lin Yi. Ji Jun Lu. With distinction, Shane Daniel MacArthur. Amanpal Mangat. Courtney McGregor. Mi Young Park. Ravan Andre Popovici. Melissa Redmond. Dean Saldana. Sean Samuel. Taran Sandhu. Jason Sidhu. Daryl Sim. Gurveer Singh Sohi. Yubing Tang. Talal Umar. Man Chun Won. Li Chi Ran Wang. Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing Management, Cooperative Education option, Alexandria Barbudis. Sean Bindra. Erica Lynn Finley. Lydia Lee. Krista Watson. Bachelor of Business Administration and Marketing Management, Rajan Singh Bains. Sukhvir Bains. Ardavan Bakhtiari. Jailam Bandar. Aaron Aman Banwa. Colin Brown. Trevor Burns. Russell Chan. Peter Choi. Brian Chu. Laura Jane Davis. Justin Ding. Aman Ali Fazal. Jessica Foley. Mark Peter Gamache. Dan Herman. Anna Ho. Brianna Christine Lake. Evan Lane. Kevin Lee. Nevin Joseph McDonald. Daniel Robert Marguerite. Horace Chi Kin Ning. Tamara Ninkovich. Zoe Callista Patko. Anastasia Potapova. Patricia Rodriguez. Santosh Sivanatam. Mark James Stenson. Anda Karina Tellman. Mandeep Tandy. Dylan Gray Welch. Bachelor of Technology in Information Technology, Cooperative Education option, Tyler Bentham. Arshdeep Singh Batal. With distinction, Ted Kwan. Carrie O'Brien. Naeem Min Trong. Bachelor of Technology in Information Technology, David Ronald Michael Hamilton. Kevin Hubbard. Gurpreet Singh Jahal. Prabdeep Kaur. Agathe Michelle Savard. Michael Alexander Stuchnow. Diploma in Accounting, Keshav Agarwal. Mahak Harora. Eva Chow. Jaspreet Kaur. Jaspreet Kaur. Manpreet Kaur. Nilofer Harin Karati. Ming Lee. Amrit Kaur Pader. Harminder Panasa. Li Ren. Hannah Faye Santos. Nomeli Tabag. Xing Shui. With distinction, Hazel May Yu. Zhang Xuan. Susan Zhao. Li Hong Xin. Diploma in Computer Information Systems, Tina Baines. Harveer Dhaliwal. Karen Jillian Domingo. Gaganpreet Kaur Garcha. With distinction, Chahat Jolly. With distinction, Navneet Kaur. Adam Cheat. Muhammad Amar. Sang Khan. Diploma in Marketing Management, A.J. Bose. Porson Lee. Sibo Ma. Balpreet Punia. Chancellor Melville, I present to you the graduates of the School of Business. Chancellor Melville, this concludes the presentation of our graduates.
Graduates, I'm going to give you this opportunity to acknowledge your family and friends, those who supported you during your studies. So stand up, turn around, and make some noise. Thank you very much. Now sit down. Yeah. Well, it's time for us to honor one of our own, and I would ask Provost and Vice President Academic Dr. Salvador Ferreras to introduce our Distinguished Service Award winner.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. I'm very pleased to announce the Distinguished Service Award recognizes exceptional, long-standing service to KPU and the educational community that KPU serves. These awards will be accepted from President Alan Davis. The Distinguished Service Award is awarded to Terry Bosch. Terry has provided KPU exceptional service for 20 years, starting at the Newton campus in the Trades and Vocational program. She has been part of the transition from Kwantlen College to University College to Polytechnic University and has been an active and passionate member of the KPU community. She currently works in the office of the registrar as an admissions coordinator. Through the many changes at KPU, Terry's roles have been numerous and spread across a number of departments at KPU. She assumed the position of campus supervisor in 2005 and works tirelessly to ensure that thousands of students each year are able to access courses at KPU to start building their futures. Despite being interrupted numerous times a day and dealing with high-stress situations, Terry goes out of her way to assist students every day. She uses her expertise to work through their problems and uses her composed energy to calm down and work with upset students and parents. Terry also takes a lead role in the gowning room during Convocation to ensure graduates have their proper regalia and are feeling calm on their big day. Terry is a team player and a problem solver. She supports the various groups within the registrar's office with problems that arise and acts as a mentor for employees in the registrar's office, providing encouragement and motivation to reach their goals. Terry's dedication to KPU makes her the recipient of the Distinguished Service Award, and we're very proud to honor her and to see her every one of these graduations as one of the many smiling faces that greets all of the students, parents, and all of us, of course. So thank you, Terry. Congratulations.
Harpreet Baines is the chair of the KPU Alumni Association Board, and she will provide a welcome to the association's newest members. Harpreet.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, it's still morning. I address you today not only as chair of your Alumni Association, but also as a proud fellow KPU alumnus. I extend my sincerest congratulations to you, our graduates, and to your families on behalf of the KPU Alumni Association. This is extra special for me in personalizing this message because one of you is my little brother. As I always remind him, graduates, by now you must be aware that you've received an exceptionally unique educational experience here at KPU. It's next to none. Be proud of this. And remember that KPU helped set the foundation for wherever you choose to go from here. I, for one, am extremely proud to have shared this empowering educational experience with you, and it made me the woman I am today. You may feel as though your journey here is coming to an end. Yes, very cliche, but let me remind you that KPU will always be your alma mater. We'll always be here, even though you may not take classes here again. Your Alumni Association will be here to share and support your growth for many years to come. Or like myself, you could be standing at this podium taking advantage of the numerous opportunities there are to give back to the institution that has given you so much. Currently, our Alumni Association has over 46,000 members, so many people before you have walked the stage. And now that you've graduated, you've become members of our community. Our goal is very simple: graduates of KPU working together to engage our local community while building and maintaining vital relationships. We are a growing organization, and we want to provide you, our members, with relevant resources to help you and to help you be successful. Amazingly, our alumni are everywhere, and they are accomplishing incredible things. We are extremely proud to be a part of their success, and we can't wait to be a part of yours. Be sure to fill in the card that we handed out to you as you walked off the stage. Drop it off at the alumni table. Visit us during the reception. You will receive a gift as a token of our appreciation. We encourage you to visit our table too to find out about the benefits available to you, as well as our upcoming events. There's an amazing professional workshop coming up. It's titled Speak Like a Leader. There will be many more, and they're free for you to attend. You can also sign up for your new alumni card. So you get rid of your student card, and now you have an alumni card that you carry with you forever, and there's many services available to you here on campus. Once again, it's my pleasure to welcome you to our alumni community, the place where you can inspire and be inspired by others. All your hard work has definitely paid off. I assure you it will benefit you in the long run. And may you never forget that we are eagles. And as you end this chapter, it's time for you to spread your wings and to soar. Congratulations.
Thank you, Harpreet. Chancellor, members of the board, faculty and staff, graduates and friends, we have honored today our graduates and presented our students to each of you. We've also honored one of our finest who impacts students' lives every day at her work, Terry Bosch. And I would like to thank Adam Vincent for writing the nomination for Terry's award, and the Senate Tributes Committee and the Senate itself for bringing forward these names every year. It's a very thorough and exacting process, a very high award at KPU, and people take it very seriously. But Terry represents all the best about KPU, and I really appreciate the work that she's done for us. Aaron, thank you very much for that wonderful speech. You put us to shame. But it was wonderful how your speech resonated with that of Chancellor Melville. Chancellor Melville is an outstanding business leader in Canada, and I've got a feeling there's some other outstanding business leaders sitting before me here, and I really appreciated the resonance between your speech about opportunity and that of the chancellors. KPU is a university for our times. It's a Polytechnic university, open and accessible and relevant to both local needs and the global issues of our society. It's a university that is driven by teaching and learning, engaged with our communities, and enriched by our scholarship. We strive tirelessly to become the very best in our sector of higher education, blending in many different ways the classroom with the workplace and the community and the world we live in, so that our graduates will be both successful in their careers and engaged as citizens. Because we believe our graduates need both bread and roses, the ability to make a living, the bread, and also the ability to make that life worth living, the roses. All of us here have had the honor and the privilege of helping each of you along the way in reaching your educational goals. Thanks for choosing us. And friends and family, thank you for all you have done in supporting our graduates and for being here today. We have big ambitions for KPU. We intend to be better, bigger, and bolder. As alumni, I urge you, along with Harpreet, to stay in touch with us and to prepare to be proud of and amazed by your alma mater. Your worship, Wayne, Baldwin, Jane, thank you so much for being here with us today. It is so great to see you here, leaders in our community, supporting your university on this great day. Thank you very much. Graduates, go forth, and if you haven't got one already, take the advice my father gave me when I graduated. Those 3 little words that mean so much. Get a job. This concludes our convocation. I'd like to thank all those who have been involved in the planning and execution of today's ceremony. I invite you to join us at the reception hosted by the wonderful Kwantlen Student Association over in Convocation Hall in Surrey, Maine, next door. We can have our hugs and photos. Please rise and remain standing until the platform party and the graduates have exited the convocation. Chancellor Melville, please dismiss the convocation.
In honor of the deep respect for the Kwantlen First Nation, I offer this blessing in harmony with and with deep respect for the many faiths and philosophic traditions represented here today. As you continue on life's journey, may you walk tirelessly. May the Creator walk with you. May His peace be in your minds. May her love be in your hearts. All my relations. I declare this convocation dismissed.